Andy Reid took an unusual approach after the Kansas City Chiefs lost the Super Bowl. Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid reportedly kicked his assistants out of the building just days after they were beaten in the Super Bowl. They were overpowered by the Philadelphia Eagles, who cruised to a 40-22 victory despite going in as the underdogs. It saw the Chiefs denied a third straight Super Bowl title, having dominated the NFL over the last 2 seasons. For most teams, defeat in the Super Bowl would lead to extensive review sessions in the days after the game. Coaches would analyze every minute of footage to identify weaknesses and ensure they would not be repeated in future matches. Reid, however, decided to take a very different approach. Instead of sitting down with his assistant coaches to scrutinize every detail, he removed them from the building and told them to go home, according to the Kansas City Star. However, this decision was not based on frustration and anger towards them, but quite the opposite. The report states that Reid kicked his assistants out because he thought lingering on the Super Bowl loss would cloud their judgment of the whole season. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, he wanted the dust to settle before returning for the new campaign and making a fresh start. The idea was that by stepping away and coming back later, Reid's assistant coaches would be able to examine the team's needs without being consumed by the disappointment of losing the Super Bowl. It remains to be seen if Reid's decision will pay off, with the Chiefs hoping to exact revenge by returning to the top of the NFL pile next season. He sent a blunt message to his players immediately after the Super Bowl defeat, with Travis Kelce claiming they were told, "This one's going to hurt. Let it hurt. Figure out how to get better because of it." A similar theme carried over into Reid's post-match interview when he said, "Today was a rough day. We didn't really play well in any of the phases. We didn't coach good enough. The Eagles did a nice job. I'm proud of our guys, though, for the battle and the fight they put in throughout the year, and all the games they played over the last few years. My hat goes off to the guys for that. We'll learn from this, like most games when you don't do very well. You learn from it as a coach and you learn from it as players and you move on."